Today we celebrate the memorial of Pope St. Leo the Great, who is a doctor of the Church. He was instrumental in helping out at the Council of Ephesus by sending a letter to Ephesus. And it was a reminder to many in the Church that the office of the Bishop of Rome has a particular voice. The Council Fathers, at the time when they heard his words in his tome, they said, "This is Peter, we should listen to Peter." Pope St. Leo the Great was also instrumental in writing many treatises concerning spirituality. It's said that he was the one who listed out the 7 deadly sins and the 7 virtues, the 7 cardinal virtues that go against the 7 deadly sins, reducing the number from 8 to 7 by merging pride and vainglory into one, just pride. But we hear in the gospel something that also speaks to us about the spiritual life, though we may miss it. And that's this. The lepers didn't have to be close to Jesus for Jesus to heal them. They didn't have to know Jesus very well. They didn't have to touch Jesus. Jesus could have touched them and healed them. The one, though, who comes back and gives thanks does so in a way where he falls at the feet of Jesus. We can see what this does. It establishes a relationship between him and Jesus where he's basically saying, "Jesus, you are my master." It is the relationship of a slave to a master. And the leper kisses the feet of Jesus. Now, does Jesus leave the leper at his feet? Yes or no? No. What does Jesus say to him? Stand up. St. Bernard speaks about this. He speaks about the 3 kisses in the spiritual life. The first is the kiss of the feet, kissing the feet of Jesus, and that is when we have come to recognize our complete and utter dependence upon Jesus, that we do declare him Lord and Master in our life, and we may begin to treat Jesus that way and look at ourselves as slaves or servants. But Jesus doesn't want that to stay that way. He even said to his apostles and his disciples, "I no longer call you slaves, I call you friends." So St. Bernard says the second kiss is the kiss of the hand, the kiss of friendship, where you grab the hand of Jesus and you kiss his hand. But does Jesus want that to stay that way only? No. Because Jesus says in John's Gospel, "I am going to prepare a place for you. There are many dwellings in my Father's house, and I'm going to prepare a place for you. And if I prepare a place for you, I'm going to come back and take you to myself." And if we know anything about a Jewish wedding, we know that Jesus is basically proclaiming himself to be the bridegroom of the church. Because in his Father's house, he is the one preparing a dwelling place, and then he's going to go and take the bride that he has already married and bring her into a full consummation of the wedding, of the marriage. Because first was the contract, and that could last a year and a half, but they were married. And then came the wedding feast of the Lamb, and then there was the consummation. So St. Bernard says that the third stage is the kiss of the mouth. We hear in the Song of Songs, "Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth." When we look, brothers and sisters, at what Jesus does for us in the Eucharist, he gives himself to us in his body, blood, soul, and divinity. This is the marriage feast of the Lamb. An intimate communion between the bridegroom, Jesus, and the bride, us, the church. giving himself to us so that we might bear fruit. And if that which is sown in us is Jesus, if it's God, what kind of fruit can God make bear within us? So, brothers and sisters, we might want to look today at the times when the Lord touched our lives in such a way, like the leper, that we gave thanks to God. And we basically wanted to fall at his feet and just worship him as Lord. But we also want to ask, when did the Lord begin to treat us as friends? And where is the Lord inviting us into the deeper intimacy of being his bride?